Hey guys, today I want to talk about what new expats should expect as far as rentals go. A lot of new expats that come over here, they don't realize how good and how cheap the rentals are over here in some areas. There's a lot of areas just like mine. Mine is not the only area out there that's really cheap, but Tracy Martirez, Cavite area, very, very cheap rentals here. Up north, it gets a little bit higher. Down in Dumaguete, it gets a little bit higher. Cebu, it's a little bit higher. The higher end you go, the more you're going to pay. Okay, but let me start with this. For the guys that are coming in here that are on a budget and they want to kind of keep it low, start out low. That's actually the way to start out so you can figure out what it's going to cost you here. And the best way to do that is to just, start out with a cheaper apartment, if possible with AC, okay? And by doing that, you kind of can work your way up into something and see what it's going to cost you to live here. Because you're going to need insurance, health insurance. You're going to need to find out what your electric costs are and what it costs for you to have your internet hooked up, all that stuff. So when you come over here, have a different eye also as far as what you're looking at. Like I said, you can get brand new apartments here for $100 if you want them fully furnished, 170 right around there. Sometimes you can get them cheaper if you look around. The 170 ones have AC in there. You can get a bungalow. Bungalow goes in a gated community with a pool for about $260, unfurnished, probably about $300, $320 furnished. Nice little places, 2 bedrooms, usually brand new in Florida Sun or fairly brand new in Florida Sun. You can get a 3-bedroom in there for about $360, $400, somewhere around there usually. Okay, that's not furnished. That's unfurnished, totally naked. Okay, so that's what you get in there. You can get in other gated communities. Some of them are there's a little bit more security. There's more people going around. Although Florida Sun, for what you pay, you get really top-notch security there, I must say, because I've been in and out of there. The security is very tight there. So I really like Florida Sun. But there's a lot of other ones out there, but they're a little bit more expensive. People think that they can get more for these places. I'm not sure why, but they're asking $500, $600, $700. For a 2-bedroom home, they're getting $600 in Dang. Some people are asking for that. And I'm not sure if they'll get it. Maybe they will, because there are some expats that'll pay that kind of price for a house that's totally renovated with AC. Actually, that's probably really not that bad. It has plenty of parking. You can park like 5 cars in there, and the one that I was showing earlier. And also, you can get a place like mine for $80 a month. You can put a cabana outside. You can grow plants out there. I have a little porch here. I'm actually thinking about putting a wraparound porch here all around to the back, so I have more space, and I can have barbecues out here in private or whatever. I can go around the back and cook. Just kind of nice to have like privacy and everything. That's why it's kind of nice to get like the bungalow style homes with your own yard or whatever, and put up a cement fence around it or what have you. Some of these places that are going for like $500 or $600 have a lot of security, as in like a wall around them. Okay, and that means a lot to some people. They want to have that wall around them. They want to be able to feel totally safe. And also, you can get some pretty good size homes over here for anywhere between $400 all the way up to like $1,200. Okay, depending on the size and the quality of the home, the workmanship in the house. Whether it has a pool or not, all that makes a difference. Okay, there's houses out there with pools that you can find on occasion, and they're not that expensive. Over in Tagaytay, you're going to pay top dollar for something like that. They have places over there with pools. Over there, because of where you're at, because it's a vacation community, people make more money Airbnb in that home than they do with regular renters. Okay, because they can make more money that way, because there's all people. They can change people in and out of there. They can get more for the big house. They can get like $100 a night or whatever. So over there, you're going to pay a lot more for that. Go to a place where it's not as much of a vacation spot, and then start looking for places with pools. And they're out there. You can find them. They're kind of a rarity around here, to find a place with a pool, but they are out there. Unless you're in a gated community, the gated community has a pool, but it's not your own pool. It's not a private pool per se. But, you know, the gated community is a gated community. You have the guards, you have the protection. If you have problems with your girlfriend, she can't get through the gate if you tell the guard you don't want your girlfriend coming in. And that can be a good thing for a bachelor, because, I mean, some of the girls here can be brutal. They'll keep on hounding you to go back with them or whatever. And that kind of puts a stop to that, because you just tell the guy, don't let her in anymore. I don't want to see her. And that stops all that problem, you know. And that can be a good thing for a new guy over here, because, you know, if you have an apartment or something, the girl can just hound you, or she can give you problems or whatever. With that gated community, it gives you that extra added protection. So for bachelors over here that don't want any problems with a girlfriend or whatever, that's the way to go. It really is. You know, everybody over here at one time or another has problems with a girlfriend. You know, it just kind of the way it is. I've talked to different guys over here, and they tell me problems that they've had with girls, and, you know, with the girl keeps showing up at the doorstep begging to come back or whatever when the guy breaks off with her, and nobody needs that. You really don't. It just makes a big scene or whatever. But, you know, when you're out there and you're shopping around for apartments, also look with a different eye, as in, hey, if I slap a little bit of paint on this, change a couple of doorknobs, throw an AC unit in here, what's it going to be like? Is it going to be, you know, is it going to be the way I want it to be? You know, is it going to work out for me? Is everything going to be fine for me? You know, is this going to work if I slap some paint on here? Is it going to look nice in there? Because some places, the landlord, when they show the apartment, they show it just after somebody's been in there. The walls are all dirty. It's kind of grungy looking. They haven't cleaned the bathrooms. There's hair on in the drains and stuff like that. They just leave it that way. And think of it as in totally cleaned, and, you know, what you can do with it, because that's just the way they show them here, unfortunately. I'm kind of surprised that when they show apartments here, most of the ones that they show, they're really dirty, and I don't like to show those ones, to be honest with you. I like showing the new ones, or ones that are cleaned up a little bit, and sometimes I've had to tell some of the people, clean it up a little bit. I'll be glad to vlog it. Otherwise, I'm not going to vlog it, because I'm not going to show a place that's filthy and you know, unrentable, because it just doesn't show nice on my vlog. And I want to show you guys good quality rentals out there, you know. And I don't make a nickel off the rentals, you know. So, but like I've told you people before, you know, if my girlfriend shows you around or whatever around here, you know, just give her a tip or something so she can make something, because she doesn't work for free, you know. So, you know, that just helps her a little bit. But I mean, we'll be glad to show you around if you're looking for something around Tracy Martirez. If we have the time, we are kind of backed up this week, but the week after and next month we'll probably have some more openings where we can show people around. A lot of guys just give me a yell and say, "Hey, Steve, coming down your direction tomorrow. Can you take me around?" It's like, no, I can't. You know, you have to give me a little bit of notice, and then I can show you something. If you give me the notice, I'll put you up on the board, and just please don't, you know, not show up, because it kind of messes us up a little bit. So, but guys, make sure when you're looking, remember, have a different eye, because some of these places are just a simple cleanup and a paint job. And I seen a place down the street here for $40. Okay, it was a house. It was a 1-bedroom house, and it had a little porch. It was all screened in for the mosquitoes and everything. It needed a little bit of paint. It could have been fixed up really nice. I didn't grab it in time, and I wish I did grab it, because it had a big yard. You could have raised animals out there. You could have put a pool out there. You could have did anything you wanted, and did a long-term rental. Then you would have had it made, because for $40 a month, that was a steal. If you had seen it, it wasn't a shack either. It was a nice little place. Okay, it needed a little bit of work. If you did a long-term lease on it and you put a little bit of work in it, you could have had a real gem there. You could have had a real gem. It was in a quiet spot too. It was just perfect, because the yard was really big. It was huge, and that's what made the whole place. When I was looking, I was like, man, $40. I almost rented it just for the heck of it, just to rent it, you know. And if I had somebody come stay or something like that, they could have stayed there. That's how cheap and reasonable it was. So guys, when you're looking around, you will see stuff like this on occasion. It's a rarity that you see something for $40 that's that nice. Okay, so don't come over here thinking you're gonna find a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom house for $40 or $80. rarely ever happens. Okay, rarely ever happens. That was a once in a lifetime deal, I think, for something like that. But these small apartments, a lot of people are saying, "Hey, Steve, they look like a closet." Hey, it's a starting point. It's a place to rent. You know, plop down, sleep, watch TV or something like that, and the rest of the time you're out and about. I mean, if you want to get a bigger apartment, then pay for the bigger apartment. I mean, I'm showing these apartments because we have new guys coming in here. They may want a place to stay temporarily. That's the place. For that type of price, that's a bargain. Anyway, guys, God bless. Take care.